Alright, I'm about to unwrap the Labubu dolls my guy gifted me. Klay Thompson is head over heels for Meg and the Stallion, so he surprised her with a bunch of Labubu figures. This inspired me to dig up some items of his that matter and start wrecking them, specifically his outfits. Nick Young's romance with Iggy Azalea was so tumultuous that she set his clothes ablaze, while Allen Iverson and Debrat astonishingly kept their love affair under the radar for more than 2 decades. From private encounters to public dramas, I'm diving into the NBA players who have romanced female rappers. Let's dive right in. Klay Thompson meets Megan Thee Stallion. When the Golden State Warriors icon transitioned to the Dallas Mavericks, no one anticipated him to also pursue Texas's top Grammy-winning artist, Megan Thee Stallion. Yet, that's precisely what unfolded. The internet has been buzzing about it nonstop ever since. The romance garnered interest in early July 2025 when Meg shared vacation snapshots featuring Klay in the background, igniting swift dating speculation. This initial curiosity rapidly evolved into certainty when Klay opted for what fans dubbed a hard launch on Instagram. On July 12, 2025, Thompson uploaded a photo series that captured moments of him clasping hands with a woman sporting manicured nails that were unmistakably Meg's signature pink stiletto style. Another image depicted him kissing a woman whose back was turned to the lens. Naturally, the internet was quick to identify her. The reaction came swiftly and powerfully. NBA stars couldn't hide their thrill, with Dwight Howard unleashing 3 fire emojis. Quinn Cook chimed in, saying, "There he goes." Kevin Durant succinctly remarked, "That boy," while Ty Jerome exclaimed in surprise, "Whoa, hard launch." Thompson's reply to Jerome was absolute gold. "I'm full throttle, no slowing down," Jerome, proving he was dead serious about this relationship. However, it was those private moments that revealed just how deep things had gotten. On July 13th, 2025, Megan shared a now-removed TikTok where she unveiled a collection of Labubub dolls Klay gifted her. Alright, I'm diving into these Labububs my guy got me. This is the vibe. Alright, check it out. My buddy just dropped these gems for me. Let's dive into it. Alright, for the first clip. The footage captured her perched on Thompson's lap, with his voice faintly mumbling in the background until she teasingly hushed him. A source verified to Good Morning America on July 14th, 2025, that they were officially an item, confirming what fans had already suspected. The moment couldn't be better. Thompson's shift to the Dallas Mavericks landed him in Texas, where Megan was raised, possibly strengthening their bond. This pairing is especially intriguing as it symbolizes new beginnings for each. At 35, Thompson is a 4-time NBA champion with a net worth around $70 million. In contrast, Megan, at 30, is a Grammy-winning artist famous for tracks like Savage, WAP, and Hot Girl Summer. They've each experienced their fair share of high-profile romances, yet this one seems distinct. The public's response has been remarkably enthusiastic. Social media buzz likened it to a historic moment, with fans appreciating the cultural impact of a Texas-raised rapper dating a Dallas NBA player. One commenter summed it up well, saying they relocated to Texas and embraced the Texas vibe. News platforms have been captivated by how they navigate their relationship. Expressions like soft launch and hard launch have taken center stage in the conversation, with media highlighting the couple's discreet tactics and their enigmatic displays of affection. It's evident that while they're not concealing their relationship, they're equally not in a hurry to reveal every aspect. Looking forward, attention is turning to whether Megan will frequently be seen at Mavericks games. With Thompson on the Dallas Mavericks roster, fans and journalists eagerly await her presence at games, which could enhance their visibility as a couple. Given the thoughtful support they've exhibited, from those Labubu dolls to their matching holiday aesthetics, this romance appears to carry all the markers of something truly remarkable. Although Klay and Megan's connection appears to be thriving, the romance of another rising NBA talent met a heartbreaking conclusion. Nick Young, often known as Swaggy P, and the Australian hip-hop artist Iggy Azalea embarked on a love story that initially resembled a dream, but soon devolved into a public spectacle rife with drama, gracing gossip websites and social media feeds alike. Their journey began at a pool gathering several years prior to their romance, during which Iggy initially dismissed Nick, labeling him as a jerk. Occasionally, initial perceptions can evolve, and indeed they did. Nick's genuine feelings for Iggy took center stage in 2013 when he celebrated her as his #WCW, Woman Crush Wednesday, on Twitter. Their inaugural outing was a visit to Target. By November of that same year, they had entered into a formal relationship. In 2014, they further cemented their connection by buying a $3.45 million residence in Tarzana, formerly owned by Selena Gomez. Momentum was building rapidly, and the audience was loving it. A dynamic NBA sensation, recognized for his vibrant character, joined forces with an up-and-coming hip-hop luminary dominating the music scene with tracks like Fancy. Yet, it was the proposal that captured the spotlight. On June 1st, 2015, Nick popped the question to Iggy at his carnival-themed 30th birthday bash. "I adore you. Step closer. I plan to spend my entire life alongside you. Are you ready to groove together? Seriously, this isn't the time for deep inquiries. Where's your husband at? Where's your husband? The engagement ring dazzled with a magnificent 10.43-carat design by Jason Rokobin, showcasing an 8.15 carat fancy, intense yellow cushion cut center gem alongside 2.28 carats of white diamonds, all set in 18 carat white gold. Iggy announced it on Instagram with the words, "Happy as ever, #I said yes." Celebrities such as Demi Lovato and Jeannie Mind flooded in with their congratulations. The pair was hailed as an iconic duo. Iggy went so far as to envision their nuptials, contemplating Demi Lovato in the role of a bridesmaid and R. Kelly headlining the entertainment. However, if you're familiar with this narrative, you understand that's just the beginning. In March 2016, Iggy revealed that the wedding, initially slated for late 2016, will be pushed to 2017 due to her touring schedule. This announcement fueled rumors of deeper conflicts. Those conjectures proved to be entirely accurate. The onset of the conclusion arrived in the most characteristic 2010s way with the emergence of a leaked video. In March 2016, a secretly filmed clip by Nick's Lakers teammate D'Angelo Russell surfaced online, revealing Nick seemingly confessing to infidelity with a 19-year-old he encountered while clubbing. The uproar sparked a media frenzy and put significant strain on their relationship. At first, Iggy sought to navigate through the turmoil. In April 2016, she made an appearance on The Ellen DeGeneres Show to discuss the topic. "You were set to marry a Laker, correct?" "Yes." "Nick Young, if I remember right?" "Yes." "There's plenty of debate." "Naturally, there was. Yet, you're perfectly fine. You're doing well. Home isn't limited to the online world." At one point, she conveyed her doubt to a radio station, saying, "I suppose I'm still engaged, I believe so." She mentioned that Nick had to put in effort to win back her trust. However, the tipping point wasn't merely the initial cheating incident. Iggy found out via security camera footage that Nick had invited other women into their home while she was gone. On Twitter, she dropped a shocking revelation. "I ended my relationship with Nick after discovering he had invited other women into our home while I was gone, and I saw it all on the security footage." Adding to the turmoil, it was reported that Kiana Green, Nick's ex, was pregnant with his second child while he was engaged to Iggy. Iggy later mentioned that learning about the pregnancy felt like being shot a second time. On June 19, 2016, Iggy took to Instagram to announce their breakup, saying, "Despite my love for Nick and my efforts to rebuild trust, it's clear over the past few weeks that I'm unable to do so. I truly wish Nick all the best." Nick's reply was typically succinct. He tweeted, "The aftermath revealed everyone's true priorities." In December 2019, he reignited his romance with Kiana Green, proposing on Christmas Day, and they have since dedicated themselves to parenting their 3 kids. On the other hand, Iggy began dating rapper Playboi Carti, with whom she had a son in 2020. However, their relationship also faced turmoil amid public conflicts. Similar to Nick Young and Iggy Azalea's past, the latest NBA stars experienced relationship troubles due to cheating. Before Klay Thompson charmed Megan Thee Stallion, another NBA star had sparked her interest, Torrey Craig of the Boston Celtics. Rumors about their relationship began circulating in mid-2023, but neither party ever verified the claims. Their bond gained attention during a moment that was likely unintended. On August 29, 2024, Megan inadvertently shared a TikTok video featuring the two of them taking part in a couple's edition of a Most Likely to challenge. Megan found herself navigating questions about her relationship, with both partners claiming to have said, "I love you" first. The video showcasing this moment was swiftly removed, yet the internet retained it, leading to widespread sharing by various media sources. Their connection had been developing for some time prior to that unintended disclosure. In late 2023, Megan was spotted cheering for Craig at a Chicago Bulls game. And in September 2024, they were seen together at New York Fashion Week, intertwined fingers and sharing whispered conversations. These public outings heightened rumors, but that TikTok clip remained the closest they came to a formal acknowledgement of their relationship. Everything seemed to be unfolding positively for them. A mirror selfie snapped in January 2025, along with Craig posting a picture of Megan on his Instagram stories, intensified the buzz around their relationship. They looked joyful and at ease in each other's company, drawing in more fans who were becoming genuinely invested in their romance. However, soon after, drama erupted that would alter everything. In January 2025, their relationship was mired in controversy when Jasmine Elizabeth, an OnlyFans model, claimed she had been intimate with Craig from May 2023 to December 2024, overlapping the timeline with a suspected affair with Megan. She released screenshots of purported direct messages, featuring explicit material and payment confirmations, implying that Craig had been disloyal. The situation escalated further when Elizabeth's post was paired with Megan's viral track, Base, both Ain't Shaped. Whether this election was a deliberate jab or mere coincidence, it certainly intensified the drama. Craig swiftly took to Instagram stories to reject the accusations, branding Elizabeth a clout chaser. He even shared a clip detailing how to manipulate DMs, insinuating the evidence was doctored. Yet the harm was inflicted, and the accusations lingered unverified, sparking fan theories about the true story. things became even more tangled when Craig's former partner, Olivia Davis, joined the fray. In January 2025, Davis joined the podcast Three Girls, One Kitchen, hinting that Meghan might not be what Craig usually goes for. Although Davis later tried to retract her statement, the harm was already inflicted. Amidst the unfolding drama, Meghan chose to stay quiet. She refrained from addressing the cheating rumors or the remarks made by Craig's former partner, opting to prioritize her career and personal matters. Nevertheless, this reticence sparked widespread speculation regarding their relationship status. As April 2025 approached, speculation among fans grew regarding a split after Meghan's performance at Coachella, as the pair were noticeably absent from public interactions. Although their relationship had never been openly acknowledged, it appeared to have quietly fizzled out with no statements from either side. By July 2025, when Meghan went public with her romance with Klay Thompson on Instagram, it was evident that her connection with Craig was definitively over. The timeline hinted that their relationship had wrapped up by April 2025, with cheating rumors in January likely contributing to its downfall. Similar to Megan Thee Stallion and Torrey Craig, this subsequent NBA stars relationship faced its own controversies. J.R. Smith and Rihanna shared a fleeting yet electric bond that has become legendary, even if it lasted under a year and culminated in significant drama on social media that divided opinions. Their initial sighting occurred in May 2012 at Veranda nightclub in New York's West Village, where they were seen being quite flirtatious. Rihanna perched on Smith's lap, their hands intertwined. This was during Smith's tenure with the New York Knicks, and their connection carried on when they were spotted again at Live nightclub in Miami's Fontainebleau Hotel during Urban Beach Week over Memorial Day weekend. What made this moment even crazier was that it followed closely after Smith's arrest in Miami Beach on May 24, 2012, related to an outstanding warrant for driving without a legal license. Despite the legal issues, they reportedly enjoyed partying together, embodying their shared philosophy of living life to the fullest. The reasons for their connection were clear to those observing closely. Sources indicated that Rihanna was attracted to Smith's rebellious persona, which was characterized by tattoos, legal issues, and his infamous NBA antics. This was the same J.R. Smith who faced a $25,000 penalty for posting a risque image on Twitter back in March 2012. Rihanna had previously expressed her inclination towards thrill-seeking partners, making Smith an ideal match. Their romance seemed to be laid back and fleeting. Their relationship, mostly highlighted by nightclub outings and public displays of affection in New York and Miami throughout 2012, took a remarkable twist during the 2013 NBA playoffs, which would be remembered for years. In May 2013, as Smith's Knicks battled the Indiana Pacers in the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals, Smith struggled significantly, underperforming and contributing to the team's 3-1 deficit. After being spotted at a club with Smith following the Knicks win, Rihanna made a now-deleted comment on Instagram, suggesting Smith was suffering from hangovers due to nightly partying throughout the playoffs. She reportedly referred to him as desert-thirsty in a heated exchange filled with profanity directed at a Knicks supporter. Smith's reply was spot on and perfectly demonstrated why he captivated fans. After netting 13 points in a Game 5 triumph, he brushed off Rihanna's remarks, declaring, "I'm not focused on Instagram. My sights are set on the playoffs." He refuted claims that his nightlife hindered his play, though he did concede to a shooting slump. However, Smith wasn't finished with the shade. In July 2014, he took another jab at Rihanna via Instagram, sharing a meme of her in Miami Heat apparel with the text, "I didn't say I was a Heat fan, just a wherever he is fan," effectively labeling her a fair-weather supporter of LeBron James. This indicated that some resentment from their 2013 online exchange was still evident. The end of the relationship revealed how both embarked on new journeys. Smith wed Jewel Harris in August 2016, although their union encountered difficulties, highlighted by rumors of infidelity with actress Candice Patton in 2019. Meanwhile, Rihanna entered a prominent relationship with A$AP Rocky, welcoming 2 children together by 2025. While Smith and Rihanna enjoyed public attention during their time as a couple, the next duo made efforts to remain under the radar. Allen Iverson and Dabrat had a seemingly serious and devoted relationship in the early 2000s that remained largely off the public's radar. In 2020, Dabrat decided to disclose everything, leaving fans in utter disbelief. Their romance likely blossomed between 2001 and 2003, coinciding with Iverson's prime as a superstar for the Philadelphia 76ers, while Dabrat was enjoying the heights of her platinum album successes like Funkified. During her candid 2020 discussion on Speak On It with Kandi Burruss, Dabrat characterized herself as quite domesticated in their time together, shaped by her upbringing under her grandmother's influence. She shared a vision of a deeply enamored woman, describing how she would rise early to select Iverson's outfits, prepare breakfast, and nurture his joy through affectionate gestures. She mentioned, "I focused on what he loved, ensuring his happiness, and he did the same for me." The degree of familial closeness was notably significant. Dabrat shared that she encountered Iverson's whole family, highlighting his mother, whom she regarded as incredible, and noted that both of her grandmothers were fond of Iverson due to his kind nature. The relationship also came with some remarkable advantages. Dobrat detailed how Iverson pampered her, whisking her away on luxurious trips around the world, with a memorable journey to Japan marking her first experience in that country. However, the intricate nature of their relationship stemmed from its backdrop. Iverson's current responsibilities, particularly his kids with Tawana Turner, made things more complex. He wed Tawana in 2001 and had a history of breaking up and getting back together that corresponded with his time with Dobrat. This dynamic introduced further challenges that ultimately led to their demise. Furthermore, an intriguing factor was how Dobrat's sexuality influenced their interaction. She thought Iverson likely recognized her bisexuality, yet they never brought it up. Back in the early 2000s, talks concerning sexuality were rare, particularly within hip-hop and sports communities. So what happened? Dobrat cites infidelity as the core issue, tied to the lifestyle of being involved with a star athlete. She painted a picture of basketball players drawing in women, mentioning Iverson's baby mama, several children, and his complicated life. The breakdown of their relationship stemmed from his connections with other women, some familiar to Dobrat, intensifying her feelings of betrayal. A particular event seemed to signal the end. Dobrat recounted a pivotal encounter in a hotel corridor when a nearly naked woman approached, prompting Dobrat to confront her with, "I must have Molly whap that down the hall." Coupled with the realization of Iverson's ties to her circle, Dobrat opted to distance herself, stop responding to calls, and let the romance fade away. What made Dobrat's disclosure so startling in 2020 was not merely the relationship itself, but the apparent depth of it. Social media erupted in astonishment, with fans remarking, "Dobrat and Allen Iverson together? That's a lot of braids." The disclosure surprised numerous individuals, especially since Dobrat had been discreet about her connections with men, particularly in light of her subsequent public relationships with women. Notably, their differing approaches to reminiscing about the relationship are intriguing. Dobrat shared favorable memories, highlighting Iverson's charisma, yet she also recognized the consequences of infidelity. She candidly embraced the enjoyable moments while honestly addressing the reasons for their split. Conversely, Iverson has remained entirely mute regarding the relationship, offering no public remarks about Dobrat, which only fuels curiosity about his perspective on their shared experiences. Dobrat made it clear that Iverson was not her final boyfriend. However, her candidness about their connection offered a rare insight into the life of someone who had long kept her romantic past under wraps. Subsequently, she fell in love with Jessica Dupart, going public with their relationship in 2020, marrying in 2022, and welcoming a child in 2023, with Dobrat becoming a mother at 48. While her romance with Allen Iverson concluded on good terms, this was not the case for the marriage of the next NBA star. Iman Shumpert and Teyana Taylor, a multi-talented singer and actress, first crossed paths at a party in New York City back in 2011. Yet, the beginning of their romance didn't happen right away. At that point, Taylor was involved with someone else, so their first meeting remained just friends. Shumpert, a newcomer with the New York Knicks, was characterized by Taylor as energetic, vocal, and brimming with character. They grew closer through numerous city encounters. Their bond transformed into something more in 2013, when Taylor, now unattached, stood by Shumpert's side as he healed from knee surgery, dedicating a week to assist him, which strengthened their relationship. Once the relationship took a serious turn, it progressed swiftly. By 2015, Taylor and Shumpert were anticipating the arrival of their first child. Shumpert proposed during their baby shower held at the Museum of Contemporary Art in Cleveland, Ohio, in November of that year. Their daughter, Iman Juni, Taylor Shumpert Jr., arrived on December 16, 2015, deepening their connection as they dove into parenthood together. They tied the knot at a private gathering in their home in 2016, with Taylor later sharing that the ceremony took place in their bathroom, a moment she treasured in front of double doors. Their undeniable chemistry became widely recognized when they appeared in Kanye West's 2016 music video for Fade, which garnered over 170 million views. The footage highlighted their remarkable synergy and athleticism, gaining significant recognition and solidifying their reputation as a dynamic duo. In 2020, they premiered their VH1 reality show, Teyana and Iman, which ran until 2023 and provided a glimpse into their domestic life. That same year, they celebrated the arrival of their second daughter, Rue Rose Shumpert, who was born on September 6th. It all looked idyllic on the surface. Two lovely daughters, thriving careers, and a seemingly joyful relationship. However, beneath the facade, their world was unraveling. In January 2023, Taylor discreetly initiated divorce proceedings in Fulton County, Georgia, pointing to harsh treatment and severe narcissism from Shumpert. The legal filings contained some alarming accusations. Taylor claimed Shumpert's jealousy over her growing success led to insecurity, particularly when photographers requested him to step aside. He allegedly sent belittling messages asserting his inadequacy. She described her experience of emotional and psychological abuse, asserting that he harbored resentment toward her for working post-children, yet expressed discontent when she chose to remain home. The claims escalated in severity from there. Taylor accused her partner of cheating, even during her pregnancy, and highlighted Shumperd's DUI and marijuana charges, alleging substance abuse around their children. Notably, Taylor had sought a divorce in 2022, but retracted it the following day in an effort to mend things. In September 2023, she took to Instagram to share their separation, clarifying that infidelity wasn't the issue and reinforcing their bond as best friends and dedicated co-parents. She voiced her disappointment over leaked court documents, expressing how disheartening it was that someone would expose such personal matters. The divorce was officially completed on July 1, 2024, following a judge's directive for a written settlement in Fulton County. The financial aspects were considerable. The court granted Taylor 4 out of 7 marital properties appraised at more than $10 million, a lump sum payment in the 7 figures, along with several vehicles: a $300,000 Maybach, a $70,000 Mercedes Sprinter, a tour bus, and a Bronco. She maintained full control of her enterprises, TaylorMade and Annie's, while Shumperd was mandated to pay $8,000 each month in child support and handle private school fees. Yet, even after the divorce was settled, the tumult persisted. In March 2025, Taylor initiated a contempt motion, accusing Shumperd of intentionally disclosing the sealed settlement, which led to online backlash aimed at her for acquiring more assets. She requested a $1,000 fine and 20 days in jail, accusing him of sharing confidential information to promote a rap track. Shumperd's lawyer refuted the claims, but in May 2025, Shumperd retaliated with his own contempt motion, asserting that Taylor breached their agreement by publicly discussing the divorce. He claimed it harmed his reputation and stressed their children, asking for Taylor to receive 20 days in jail and a $1,000 penalty, while also alleging she made harsh and derogatory racial comments in front of their daughters and disrupted his parenting time. Taylor countered on Instagram Live, stating she did not seek to jail Shumperd, asserting, "I left with what I came with," and pointing out she financed certain assets independently. She clarified there was no settlement as assets were awarded by the court and highlighted that she bought the tour bus and Maybach herself after Shumperd purportedly wrecked her Rolls-Royce without making amends. Currently, Tiana and Iman are both advancing in their careers and personal lives, with Taylor now in a relationship with actor Aaron Pierre and continuing to flourish. She has exciting roles lined up in Netflix films, while Shumperd has explored music and launched his own cannabis brand. Despite their ongoing legal issues, both prioritize co-parenting their daughters Junie and Rue in a friendly manner. Although Taylor and Shumperd's romance has ended, her new relationship remains strong. Shani Williams and Jessica Dine were first connected in 2016 during the Dimes Time segment on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. At that time, Williams, who had recently ended his NBA journey with teams such as the Indiana Pacers, Dallas Mavericks, and Miami Heat, entered the scene. Both originating from Memphis, Tennessee, and connected through the University of Memphis, it's plausible they crossed paths during their time as students. According to the Love and Hip Hop Wiki, Shani is described as Jessica's long-standing boyfriend and childhood companion, indicating a solid foundation prior to their love affair. Their relationship became public knowledge in August 2016, leading to a noticeable shift in Jessica's demeanor. Observers pointed out Jessica's evolution, attributing her growth from a drama-heavy persona to a more centered figure to Shani's influence. It resembled witnessing someone discover their stability amidst chaos, though their initial period together was not without its hurdles. Before her romance with Shani, Jessica had a brief fling with rapper Lodi Lucci. In late 2016, rumors circulated that an explicit video involving Lucci was his way of getting back at Jessica after she shared a photo with Shani. This sort of tension could have jeopardized a budding relationship, yet it appeared to strengthen the bond between Jessica and Shani. Shani made his debut on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 6 in 2017 as Jessica's partner, marking their introduction to the public. Their on-screen chemistry was invigorating, as he showed genuine concern for Jessica's happiness, supported her ambitions, and revealed a gentler, more open side of her to viewers for the first time. The true magic unfolded in April 2017 during one of the most romantic scenes in Love and Hip Hop history, set against the backdrop of a cast getaway to Jamaica shown in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 6. Shani asked Jessica to marry him using a diamond ring shaped like a marquee. Jessica proudly displayed the ring on Snapchat with the caption, "God is good, the future Mrs. Williams." This is where their tale takes an intriguing turn, illustrating how discreet they have been about some facets of their relationship. While their engagement was public, the specific date of their wedding is still a mystery. In an October 2021 Instagram post, Jessica marked their 4-year wedding anniversary, declaring, "For wonderful years married to my best friend and soulmate at Shani_Williams I. I cherish you deeply. Your love, time, patience, and focused care mean the world to me each day." This indicates that they likely tied the knot quietly by late 2017, keeping their wedding ceremony personal and discreet. In 2017, Jessica shared the news of her pregnancy, and their daughter, Blessing Brielle Williams, arrived in April 2018, as shown on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 7. Observing Jessica embrace motherhood was truly a beautiful experience. She expressed genuine sentiments on motherhood, including a 2021 birthday tribute to Blessing Brielle Williams. "It's hard to believe you've turned 3. Keep shining with your bravery, enthusiasm, intelligence, health, humor, beauty, kindness, and joy. Like any authentic bond, there's faced hurdles too." In 2019, they participated in Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition to address their relationship dynamics. Jessica grew exasperated with Shawnee's reluctance to finalize a wedding date, while Shawnee shared her fears about possible cheating. In February 2022, Jessica revealed she was expecting a second child, leading to a grand baby shower on March 11, 2022. Their son, Wisdom Williams, arrived later that year, and a YouTube video from 2023 referred to Jessica as Shawnee's wife, solidifying their marital commitment. By July 2025, they were still together, having been married at least since 2017 and raising their 2 kids. Shawnee has shifted her focus to business and charitable work, while Jessica thrives as a rapper and social media influencer. Their bond stands out for its solid foundation and shared encouragement, with admirers applauding Jessica's development, observing Shawnee truly influenced her perspective. Indeed, she has grown and developed significantly since becoming involved with her. What makes the partnership between Shawnee Williams and Jessica Dimes remarkable isn't merely its endurance. It's the way it has changed both of them profoundly. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, tap on one of the boxes on your screen to discover more related videos.